On a cold winter's night in Omaha lies the greatest tradition in all of high school sports. The Christmas in the Cage is back and better than ever here in the historic Hyder Center. Hi, everybody, and welcome to our broadcasters table. Emery Evans, Alex Tejan here with you tonight. Well, Emery, the birdcage is swaying. We have a sold-out house. Yeah. I'm telling you, we're going to have a fun time tonight.
This Christmas in the Cage is one of the best traditions for high school sports. It's going to be a fun night tonight, yeah. Absolutely.
It sure will. As we'll take a look at our top 10 presented by Neb Preps, to say the least. Look at that. 4 Lincoln teams are on the top 10, and Lincoln East ranking at 4. Meanwhile, Prep is still looking at 8, but it'll be interesting to see how this game goes.
Yeah, like you said, well, Creighton Prep started off in the top 5. They took a couple losses, but then you said 4 Lincoln teams in the top 10, which is actually a surprise to most people and should be a surprise to most people. But just don't sleep on those Lincoln teams. They're coming.
Yeah, that's one thing for sure. As we take a look at Junior Jay's last game, which was last night, and though a 1-point win, it was, to say the least, it's not pretty. Look at that, 28% field goal percentage by Creighton Prep. It's just not the best night, to say the least.
Yeah, we know Creighton Prep's a 3-point shooting team, and only shooting 15% and putting up 40 points. That's not Creighton Prep basketball. We're not used to that, and that's kind of been how it's been all year with Creighton Prep. They haven't really been able to shoot the ball very well, so maybe as the season goes on, hopefully they can kind of find the rhythm.
Well, and now we look at the Spartans' most recent game, which was last Thursday. They suffered their first loss of the year to Lincoln High. Lincoln 33% field goal percentage with guys like Templemeyer and Townsley getting good points, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, and you see 2 of 30 from three-point. We just talked about Prep not being able to shoot the three-point. Same thing with Lincoln East. A close loss, but took the first loss of the year, so we're seeing hopefully they can bounce back against the struggling Creighton Prep team.
Well, it's just that's one thing for sure, as we'll look at the Christmas in the Cage last year, and it was a pretty good game to say the least. An easy win over Lincoln Southwest. Jungers and Martell Evans playing in the game. They're off into college, but they hope to have another win at Christmas in the Cage, because I don't think any of us remember when was the last time we lost Christmas in the Cage.
Yeah, it's been a long tradition, so hopefully tonight won't be the first night, but that was the 1-2 punch between Jungers and Martell, but Prep kind of looking for that 1-2 punch of their own. It's been PJ sometimes, yeah. Joy Rischel, Clausen, so they're just kind of, Prep again, just trying to find their identity, and they're 3-2 right now, so this is, they got to start picking it up.
Well, we look at last year's matchup between Prep and Lincoln East. It was pretty much a buzzer beater for the Junior Jays. It was a great game, to say the least. But Lincoln East, they probably remember that game, and they're kind of like, that's probably on the top of their list, to say the least.
Yeah, Joey, he put up 15 points, shot the ball pretty well, and that's what Prep needs. He's the leading scorer right now, but he's only putting up 9, almost 10 points a game, which is not, traditional Joey Rischel, and he's been kind of struggling, so he just really got to find his rhythm.
Yeah, to say this, as we look at some of the impact players for the Spartans, got 2 guys that will probably say their names the most. It'll probably be Templemeyer and Carter Mick, to say the least. It's both of them 15 points per game, and we'll just see how they'll do tonight.
Yeah, 15 points a game, and they're both shooting the ball pretty well. I got word that Carter Mick is actually a left-handed guard, so that's sometimes a little tough to guard. He's very shifty, too, so you got to watch out for that. But, yeah, 2 guys averaging 15 points a game on the dot. So we'll see how Prep can contain them.
Yeah, that's one thing to say the least. As a matchup by the numbers for Prep and the Spartans, to say the least, points per game and everything else, just it goes over to the Lincoln East Spartans. They win that battle, but for three-point percentage, it'll have to go to the Junior Jays. Only 48 points per game. They have yet to see a game where they have scored 60-plus.
Yeah, Prep only putting up 48, and Lincoln with 61, so that's kind of the big story here, but that can change obviously in this game. But Prep's just got to find ways to score. The three-point shot has not really been working for them. Obviously you still expect them to shoot the 3, but they got to get better looks and don't force anything. That's what you don't want at all.
That's also true. As we look at your keys to the game for Lincoln East, it's been just got to find stuff to do to get this dub.
Yeah, well, for Lincoln East, I'd say it's attack the middle. That's just, Prep plays a lot of man-to-man. You want to attack the middle. You can either get your guys in foul trouble or get the Prep in foul trouble, or maybe kick it out for your guys for a shooter. And then movement, just pass and screen away. So pass the ball, set a screen, set off-ball screens, get your guys open. Lincoln East isn't they don't shoot the 3-ball very well, so they're going to kind of work inside. But we'll see how that game plan is. And then don't sleep on the shooters for Prep. We talked about Prep being kind of inconsistent this year. But just because they've been inconsistent all year long doesn't mean they'll be inconsistent in this game, so you still want to get a hand in their face and stop them.
Now we look over to your keys for the Junior Jays. There's a lot of things that you have to go over for this 3-2 team.
Yeah, utilize the depth bench, and I put that there because Prep kind of runs the same 6-7 guys, and that you can kind of expect. Obviously, more guys are gonna get more minutes than others, but you got guys on your bench, young guys too, like Torrin Brown, for example. He's a freshman. You want to get him going, get him some minutes, and Langston Palmer too, a senior who was on JV last year, and he's a great defender. He can also score the ball. So when your guys are struggling, you want to get, especially if they're fatigued too, they're playing the whole game, and they're already struggling. You want to get your other guys in, and then take the best shot available. We just talked about Prep kind of forces a lot of threes. They live and die by the threes. So you just want to, take the best shot you can get, and then control the tempo. Play your game. Play at your pace. Just, if Prep can control the game how they want to control it and don't force a shot, Prep can easily win this one.
Yeah, that's good to say the least. As both teams are ready to go warm up here. We have a full house. It's Christmas in the Cage here tonight. We will be back with the national anthem and starting team lineups coming up. welcome you back to the Hyder Center. Christmas in the Cage is about ready to go. As for the starters for Lincoln East, number 0, Christian Melissa. We got number 3, Connor Hamilton, number 10, Jared Townsley, number 23, Carter Templemeyer, and number 24, Carter Mick. To say the least, this team 4-1 on the year, had their first loss against Lincoln High. They've been pretty good to say the least. Carter Templemeyer, number 23, their big guy. They've had 19 points against Central, their upset win. Yeah,
Lincoln East kind of has that 1-2 punch with both Carters, Templemeyer and Mick, so Prep's got to watch out and guard that, and obviously, guard the other guys too. You don't want to just put all your focus on the 2 guys, but if they can eliminate them, 2 guys who put up 30 points a game combined, you want to stop that because that's half of the team points. Lincoln East averaging 60 points a game. You stop those 2 guys averaging 15, you already cut them in half, and then stop the other guys. Prep can easily win this one.
And now the starters for the Junior Jays, same as last night. Number 0, Dylan Clausen. Number 10, Carson Jones. Number 4, P.J. Newbill. Number 11, Emmett Knight. And number 5, Joey Riechel.
Yeah, same starting lineup they've kind of been using all year, and it's been a good starting lineup, but they kind of sub out a little early. They'll get Marquise Tolliver in or Jonah Clausen, whoever. They'll get them in, just get the guys going. So I said earlier, utilize your bench, the bench that you have, and just get those guys in because you don't want the guys to get fatigued, especially if they're already struggling shooting the ball and they're playing the whole game. So utilize that bench depth that they have.
That's for sure. As some of their starters, like Emmett Knight, he had 0 last night.
Yeah.
Joey Riechel, he had 0 points until the last 7 seconds of the game, where he had just shot 2 free throw pointers. Dylan Clausen had a couple of good game, but like Carson Jones, he only had 1 3 to say the least. So safe to say you got to heat things up. As well, here we are, a packed out house here in the Hyder Center. Off we go. The tip is off and going. Here's Newbill. Emmett Knight now. Start things off. Out to Newbill. Surveys it now over to Jones. Back to Riechel.
You see Clausen just kind of in the middle there, now setting a screen.
Working against Connor Hamilton now outside. Here's Clausen, has an open look, and whistle. Won't get the and one, but he'll go to the line to shoot a couple.
Just a simple pick and roll right there. Dylan Clausen with Riechel. Great find by Riechel. Dylan Clausen just a roll to the basket, gets the foul. Now at the line for 2.
We expect to say Dylan Clausen's name quite a bit. He's filling in for like Luke Jungers from last year. He's currently playing at UNO.
And he's done his thing. Dylan Clausen, first year on varsity, he's really done a great job. And you can utilize him just like you utilize Luke Jungers. Obviously not as tall, but he can play both inside and out. And he's a great shot blocker too.
Dylan Clausen, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. That gets his first points. Here we go with the Spartans offense.
See Prep running a man-to-man press.
Townsley, Hamilton to the outside. Here's Melissa. Outside again. 3-pointer on the way. Rattles around out, but a rebound to Melissa. Outside. And now here he's in. Wide open on an easy 2-pointer for Carter Mick.
Yeah, Carter Mick just kind of found an open spot in the defense and just easy pass, easy score.
Emmett Knight. Now Newbill trying to cut it to the inside. Gets it over to Clausen. He wasn't really expecting the ball, but he gets the easy basket right on up, to say the least.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Clausen wasn't even ready for that heater that Newbill threw to him, but great job by Newbill, driving, kicking out to his guy on the block, and a great score.
Templemeyer now working against Riechel. Tries to go around, and he gets the and one. Count the basket for Carter Templemeyer.
Yeah, we're going to say that name a lot, averaging 15 points a game, already getting an early bucket. You've already seen Mick and Templemeyer, who are their leading scorers. They got the first 4 points of the game. And that's just tough defense right there, but a great finish.
He gets the free throw, 5 for Spartans over the Junior Jays. Here's Knight. Townsley to guard him. Out to Riechel. Near the AMDG logo. And now here's Newbill.
Yeah, look at these off-ball screens.
Jones, will he get the 3? Nope, a little too short. Rebound goes to Carter Mick. Now here's Townsley. Connor Hamilton. Newbill nearly got that away. Outside is Elisa. Outside, 3-pointer on the way. Good! Carter Mick gets it to go, 8-4 Spartans.
That's that lefty, Carter Mick, as Riechel tried to answer on that one.
And the ball out of bounds, but it will stay with Prep. Trying to see what they can go, 8-4, just pretty much trying to hope to get back into this game. They sure are, but just got to get the lead, to say the least. Now here's Clausen, now Knight. Rischel, three-pointer on the way, good! Joey Rischel only had 2 points last night, gets an easy 3 to make it 8-7.
Joey Rischel catch and shoot. He loves that corner shot.
Three-pointer, a response? No, off the backboard, a rebound, and a foul. I think it'll be get called on him at Knight.
Yeah, early on, we're seeing both teams just kind of shooting the three ball. Lincoln East shooting 29% as a team from beyond the three-point line. And yeah, good job, though, by Prep getting Rischel open for his second look.
First foul of the night goes. Mick to inbound. It's Hamilton. Now Townsley. Working against Rischel. Back to Melissa, cutting inside, working against Clausen. To the outside now. Templemeyer. Working against Knight. Trying to see what they can do. Here's Hamilton. To the inside and trying to get the easy basket, and he does. A good basket made by Carter Templemeyer.
Well, Templemeyer and Mick have both combined for the first 10 points of the game for Lincoln East, and we just talked about they combined for half the team's points. So you got to eliminate. You're obviously not going to hold them to 0 points or whatever, a short amount, but if you can just get them out the game and get the other role players out the game, Prep can do good.
Newbill trying to do a little spinny and gets the basket to go. P.J. Newbill, great play by him, and here's a turnover, intercepted by Clausen. Now here's Knight. Here goes Jones. Three-pointer, can it go? No, just short. Rebound goes to Connor Hamilton.
That was a good sequence of events right there, just unable to get that shot.
Templemeyer.
Well, that's 2 early fouls now on Rischel.
Rischel gets the foul. I think
he knows he's getting subbed out, but it's just 2 early fouls by Rischel, and now Knight and Rischel both going to the bench. But
in comes Marquise Tolliver and Ed Heemener. So
it was a great move though by P.J. Newbill on the block, just kind of half spin.
And Carter Templemeyer trying to get it inbound and won't get it very well, as here's Marquise Tolliver.
Yeah, Tolliver had a great game last game. It's Millard West. We'll see what he can do tonight.
Off the bench, he does a good job. Newbill inside the Clausen. 2 guys on him. Back out to Newbill. He had an open shot, doesn't take it. Now he's into the inside. And he looks like he's got his foot on the blue. It'll be out of bounds to the Spartans.
It's kind of a tough situation there by Newbill. And as a Prep guy, as your teammate, you want to come to the ball. Don't just stand and get open. And, unfortunately, that's what happened there. It's turnover.
Here we go with the offense. And the ball tipped out of bounds, and a great save, but it will just out of bounds. It'll stay with the Spartans. Eddie Heemner, man, we've seen a lot where he just tried to fight for the ball, even a hurdle over the scores table one time.
He's that hustle player that any team wants. Great defender. He's not always going to score the ball, but he'll give you hustle and he'll give you some great minutes, and that's exactly what you want.
He goes.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
He goes to the whistle until the whistle is blown, to say the least.
Absolutely.
And the ball batted out. It looks like Clausen batted out of the grasp of Jared Townsley. Now here's Mick working against Tolliver. Loses the ball, dribbles it back out. Now here's Townsley trying to work his way inside, and a whistle and a foul. Already 3 fouls by Prep. This one's going to be on Clausen.
I think Clausen got him on the arm right there, just trying to reach in. He put his hands up right away. He knew he shouldn't have done that, but the ref still got him with that call. Yeah, that's 4 early fouls for Creighton Prep just in the first couple minutes of the game.
Townsley doinks it off the back of the rim. Won't get anything there.
Carter Mick will check out for Lincoln East, which is kind of big.
In comes Carter Johnson and Eli Barton. Another 2 strong. He's 0 for 2, but a rebound goes to the Spartans, so they'll have another chance.
One thing Prep's got to do is control the rebounds, win the rebounding battle of this game.
Eli Barton to the outside. Templemeyer, jumper, off the mark. 2 guys fighting for the rebound. It'll go to Tolliver.
Yeah, just got to win, just got to box out. Lincoln East not a very big team, but still they'll hustle to the ball, get the rebound.
Tolliver. Heemner. Newbill to the inside, Clausen. And uses the backboard. Hops, give it a jump, and it goes in.
Dylan Clausen, 6 early points now. Doing his thing as the big. We know he can shoot, but working inside, that's what he does the best, though.
Yeah. And the basket is good. Carter Templemeyer. Well, in the first quarter, we said his name a good chunk of times. It's just been all about the Carter Templemeyer show. And now here's Newbill. Step back three, too strong. Rebound goes. Now here's the Spartans.
You like to see PJ Newbill take that three, especially open.
And Templemeyer, man, he's putting on a show here in this first quarter.
Yeah, Carter Templemeyer putting up 15 points a game. I mentioned that before, but you got to, that's just the easy backdoor cut. Great cut right there, and it's a great finish. Just got to, whoever's guarding him, you got to stay with him.
Tolliver outside to Jones. Now here's Newbill. Clausen. He had a three one time against Millard West, and a whistle and a foul will be called on the floor.
And back to what I was saying earlier about PJ Newbill shooting that three. You want him to get those open looks because we saw against Gretna, he was wide open. They were playing off him like he was Ben Simmons in the NBA and just letting him get that three. So, and PJ, he can hit the three if he's open, even if he's contested. He's a good shooter, but he likes to work inside. That's really his game.
Here's Newbill from the corner, and it goes.
Right on the money, too. That elbow J, PJ Newbill.
Here we go. Jared Townsley, Templemeyer, working against Hebner. Trying to spin, trying to move, doing anything he can. Mick, Townsley. Cut it to the inside, and a tough shot, rolls in and out, ball bouncing around, and it goes into the arms of PJ Newbill, now running down the court. A little spin move. Newbill, step back, won't get it to go, and the rebound goes to Townsley.
Just too strong by Newbill, put a great move on him, but control the tempo, control the pace in transition. Just get the best shot you can.
Here's Mick, three-pointer. It's good. Carter Mick, he's got it, and it's a 4-point lead for the Spartans.
Yeah, Mick and Templemeyer, I believe they have the first 15 points maybe of the game for East.
Yeah.
Just got to try to eliminate them.
It's been the Carter show. Got Carter Mick, Carter Templemeyer. Now here's Marquise. Now Jones. Newbill. Here's Hebner. He'll take a three. Too strong. But Clausen gets the rebound. Now here's Jones. Back to Hebner. Will he do another one? That one is a little too strong at air ball. Two three-pointers just
not the best look on that second one there. You got the rebound, just set it back up.
And it'll be a foul on the floor as I believe that was Jared Townsley trying to get through the basket, but just
they're going to get PJ Newbill on that one.
So it'll be an inbound. Mick will be inbounding it, and in comes Trinell Parker in for Dylan Clausen.
Yeah. Some unfamiliar faces, though, for Prep putting in Parker. And
Parker's a sophomore.
Yeah.
And a whistle, and one. Carter Templemeyer doing what he does best. Eddie Hebner has got the foul this time. That's already the 6th team foul, and we're 45 seconds until the second quarter. So foul trouble in the first half. Just
first quarter,
First quarter, I should say.
Already 6 fouls.
Basket good. It's 20-13 Lincoln East. Here's Tolliver. Now here's Josh Carney checking into the game.
Yeah, I talked about utilizing the Prep bench. What they're doing right here. Only 2 starters in.
They have a 10-second differential between the play and shot clock. Parker. Carney. They have 2 sophomores in the game, Prep does, with both Carney and Trinell Parker. As Marquise trying to cut it to the inside, loses the ball, goes into the arms of Parker, and he gets it to go. Some of the Lincoln East fans want to travel. They want to get it as the ball just comes right over to Parker and gets the easy basket.
Yeah, looked kind of close, but I think the ball got tipped out of Tolliver's hands. That's why he was able to get it.
Holy cow, a strip and a deflection by Trinell Parker. Marquise with the basket, it won't go. But holy cow, a good way to end the first quarter as Trinell Parker says, get that ball out of here for Carter Templemeyer.
Great job by Parker coming in on help side and using his length. He's a good shot blocker. Him and Clausen are the best shot blockers on the team because they have very long arms, so just a great job right there. Templemeyer, that was his show that first quarter, so we'll see what Prep can do. We'll see what the game plan is. But yeah, him and Mick are obviously the 2 best scorers for the team. We've said that pregame. We're saying that. We're going to keep saying that. But they can eliminate them.
Yeah.
Or at least try to stop them. Yeah.
Sure thing. As we will step aside. We'll be right back. Welcome back live from the Hyder Center. It's Christmas in the Cage, and we've got a Mr. Mistletoe out here trying to find out his next contestants.
Yeah, and they just chanted, "Where's Waldo?" too. I think they found him. But
yeah, they found it a couple times, but it's been a fun night, and we're going to have a fun halftime show, and I think you're going to be a part of that, aren't you, Emery?
I'm a little nervous. I'm going to be the one announcing, but we'll see how that goes. It's always fun. Christmas in the Cage, one of the best traditions. Maybe a little biased, but
yeah, but
it's fun.
Sure thing. Here's the bat. Here we go. Mick working against 3 guys and a nearly swatted ball by Trinell Parker, but he gets it to go. A lot of prep guys there to make the play, but they just couldn't do that.
3 prep guys, and he still got that finish. Tough finish by Mick.
They've been the star of the show, both of the Carters, as a foul is called. Foul will be on, I think it'll be on Jared Townsley.
Yeah, you look at the foul differential. Prep with 6 in that first quarter. Lincoln East only with 3. The first 2 points of Prep was actually a foul, but other than that, they haven't gotten to the line.
Here's Marquise trying to cut it to the inside. Outside Parker. Now Carney. Trying to see what he can do. Now here's Marquise. They have 3 guys off the bench that are in the game right now. Newbill. To the outside, Marquise Tolliver, inside corner. It just bounces away, no good.
Good look, good baseline pass by Newbill, just unable to fall.
Carter Mick. Release now back to Carter Mick. Too strong on a 3-pointer. Jumping rebound by Trinell Parker. Now here's Newbill. Trying to cut to the inside, working against Mick. Wide open is Parker, trying to spin his way around. And a whistle, and won't get the N1. But it'll be Trinell Parker going to the line to get 2 on the board.
Good job by Parker. The man in the middle, just get the ball, just put a little move on him and get the contact and the foul. Almost with the N1, but Trinell Parker, I believe, 6'6".
Yeah, he's a tall guy to say the least.
Yeah.
If it ain't Dylan Clausen, it'll be either Trinell Parker or even Noah Bangs or Michael Burt.
Yeah. Yeah, Prep, they do have some size.
Yeah. So.
No 6'8" or 6'9" D1 recruit though, like they had last year with Luke Junkers. But
yeah,
and that was really the big story coming to this year. Who would fill that role in for Luke Junkers? As Trinell Parker missed that.
Yeah, that's not a good sight to see. Trinell Parker goes 0 for 2 from the line. Now here we go around. Eli Barton outside Cole Hamilton. He'll take a 3. It's pure. Connor Hamilton gets his first points of the night.
Well, you go 2 of 30 as a team last game against Lincoln High, and then here you are with some early 3s.
Lincoln East up 10. Clausen checking back into the game and gets the whistle and 1.
That's Jonan Clausen passing to his little brother, Dylan Clausen. Great pass, great bounce pass, and a great pick and roll. Prep does that pick and roll. They do a pick and pop. Just a great job, and Clausen at the line for the 2nd time.
Clausen's back up to the line.
Yeah, the big men for Creighton Prep, they can really stretch the floor. You got 3 guys. You got Jonan Clausen, Dylan Clausen, and Trinell Parker.
Yeah.
Who are all 6'4" plus. So they're playing. We usually see them play small ball, but this is a different lineup that we usually see.
A whistle and a foul is called on Prep. That's going to be their 7th foul, and now they're going to go. So every foul that Prep will do, the Spartans will be headed to the line to shoot.
Yeah, and just early on too, they've just been in foul trouble. The reason why Risho's sitting on the bench because he has 2 fouls.
2 fouls.
Yeah, he's
Luke Lindquist in to shoot, and it rattles home. 9-point lead now.
One thing Lincoln East has to do is take advantage of the free throws and getting the opportunities at the line. The Prep's just kind of playing a little sloppy in the first first couple quarters.
1 for 2. I think Parker tried to go for the rebound, but instead it goes to Clausen. Now here's Knight. 9-point lead, for the Spartans. Clausen trying to cut it inside. Hands it to his brother Dylan. Now here's Parker. Trying to find a seam. Here's Knight. Back to Clausen. Cut it to the inside, and a whistle, no shot. It'll be a foul. Inbound coming.
Yeah, usually we see 4 guards for Creighton Prep, but they're playing 3 bigs, and Emmett Knight and PJ Newbill. So, like I said earlier, it's a different lineup, and maybe that wasn't the game plan that Lincoln East expected to go against, having these guys, 3 guys over 6'4", who can all shoot the ball and pass very well too.
Inbound to Clausen. Back to Newbill, who was the inbounder. Now trying to work his way around. And a whistle, and a foul will be called. Geez, these refs have been using their whistles quite a lot tonight.
Yeah, combined 14 fouls already. So we just talked about Prep getting their fouls, and now Lincoln East is doing their best reenactment of Prep in the first quarter, getting some fouls as a timeout is called. So yeah, both teams just gotta clean up their act. It's a lot of fouls, a lot of contact. And the refs aren't letting them play. They're calling anything, any sort of contact they see, they're blowing their whistle.
Yeah, that's for sure. As we've been another
slow start for Prep.
Yeah, pretty slow start. It's just been only 17 points, but they're still looking to get 60-plus points this year. Their highest scoring game, I think, was when they scored 55 against Lincoln North Star.
Yeah.
But you got to realize that you had only 40 against Millard West, and you only scored 12 in the first half against that team.
And one thing about Prep is they come alive in the second half. And they're doing the same thing here. There's 7 fouls, only 17 points, and a couple of their starters had to sit in foul trouble. So Prep, they just got to learn how to play all 4 quarters or even 3 quarters. They really come alive just in that last quarter. But when you're down a lot, it's kind of hard to play back. And especially a team that puts up 60 points a game, and your team's only putting up 48.
Newbill at the line, shooting 1-on-1. Gets the first. I think there's only been 1 3-pointer made by the Jays.
That was Rishal.
Yeah, that was Rishal. And I think he's still on the bench with those 2 fouls.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think you just got to get like a 3-pointer. It's just something to get this crowd going.
Yeah, get the momentum. All these fans are here for Prep. A lot of fans here for Prep. It's a packed house.
Here we go with Mick. Now Connor Johnson. And a pass off the arms of a Spartan. It'll go to the Junior Jays. I think it was Connor Hamilton who wanted the pass, but I think it just went through his fingers. Now here is Emmett Knight, trying to get things going. Knight trying to work inside. Now Parker in the lane, trying to find his way around, and he gets the basket to go. Trinell Parker, he has 2 baskets tonight.
Yeah, good job by Parker using that pivot foot. You got to be careful though when he's in the middle. They can call that 3 seconds, but luckily got the shot off before.
Connor Hamilton to the outside. It's Mick. Gets the ball poked out, and it goes into the arms of Carson Jones, dribbling down the court. Now here's Jonah Clausen, out to Jones. Now Knight.
Good transition defense by Lincoln East, stopping the transition. Prep at numbers.
Cross-court pass by Clausen, or by Knight, with Clausen with a shot. It won't go as Parker. Oh, a slam dunk by Trinell Parker. He's just a sophomore, and he's awoken this birdcage. They're going crazy.
We just talked about the momentum play that they need. Trinell Parker doing that. That's 4 points he got from this break. Trinell Parker getting some minutes, and he's proven himself in these couple minutes he's gotten.
And an offensive foul drawn. Jared Townsley can't believe it, but Jonah Clausen is loving it. But, man, I wanted the momentum, and they're really back into it. This birdcage literally went down to their feet after that dunk, as a timeout is called by Lincoln East. Man, oh, man.
Lincoln East is doing what they can to stop this momentum that Prep just got. And just defense, or offense turned to defense. Great job. They got the steal. And then right there, a foul call by Lincoln East. So Prep they just got to come alive. We just talked about that. Got to come alive, especially in a big game like this, because Christmas in the Cage, you play for a lot of pride. You got all these fans.
All these fans, alumni too.
Yeah.
It's just been.
And when you're a 3-2 team, when you started off as the number 5 team in the state, you just got to get back, and that's what they're trying to do here.
So it's been awesome night to say the least. You got alumni, you got parents, you got everybody here to in the almost like a packed out birdcage, to say the least. As looks like we got, I think, is that Sam Patton trying to get, he's Mr. Mistletoe. I think, is he going over to Mr. Setter?
I believe he just did.
I think so. So
Mr. Setter, he's been at prep for a long time.
He's the I believe he's the freshman A basketball coach, and I think he's the throwers coach for track and field. So
and the teacher for physical science too.
3-point game. I think it was like about 11-point deficit the Spartans had. Now here's Knight. Now over to Clausen, into his brother Dylan, and he gets the basket to go. It's a 1-point game with 4:21 left in the half.
That's the second time when we saw Jonan Clausen pass into his little brother Dylan Clausen, who just find his way to the basket and just the easy score.
Clausen and company. Now here's Connor Hamilton to the near corner. Here's Carter Templemeyer, and he gets it to go again.
That's a big shot right there by Lincoln Easton. None other than Carter Templemeyer, who's already put his name on this game so far.
Now Jones. Over to Clausen. Over to his brother Dylan again. Oh, these prep fans wanted to push or something. No call. Now here's Knight. Out to Jonah. Trying to work his way. Now Jones again. Looks for three, won't take it. Now here's Knight. Now Clausen, 10 on the shot clock. Spinning his way round and gets the basket. Man, I'm telling you, the Clausen brothers, especially Dylan, they've been coming alive tonight.
It's been the bigs. It's been Trinell Parker, Dylan Clausen, Jonah Clausen doing their thing.
Here's another three. It's a little too strong. I think that went off the backboard. And I think, was that Connor Johnson? I think he went for the three.
Yeah, Prep has an opportunity to tie the game or take the lead.
Emmett Knight, now Clausen.
Just get a good shot. Get the best shot you can.
I think only one three has been made tonight still, as we still have 27 points. And a ball, and it'll go to Knight. That nearly made a costly turnover. Now here's Jonah, now Knight. Here's Carson Jones. Now here's Jonah, three-pointer. Too strong, Parker with a rebound. Gets his way back up, and a whistle. And he'll go to the line to shoot two.
Good job by Trinell Parker getting the rebound and then just getting physical, putting a body on the guy on the block and just doing a little hook shot and getting the foul. So Prep getting to the line now. It was 7-3 for fouls. Prep had 7 fouls. Lincoln East had 3. Now it's 9 fouls by Lincoln East and 7 fouls by Prep. So
Trinell Parker, he missed his two free throws, but now he gets his first one. Can he get another one?
Yeah, Prep has a chance to tie right here with this free throw. See what he can do.
2 for 4 this game. Now here we are. It's a tie game, 29-29. Here we go. It's Templemeyer. To the outside. Now working way in. Here's Townsley, and it looks like intercepted, bobbled around, and into the arms of Clausen. Now here's Knight. A costly turnover.
Yeah, Johnson just tried to get in the backside, and they looked for the pass, but great defense by Clausen right there.
Now Knight. Trinell Parker. Jonah Clausen working to the inside and gets the basket to go, and the Junior Jays have the lead for the first time since it was 2-0.
Yeah, it's been these 3 bigs, Parker and both the Clausen brothers, who've really helped Prep come back and take the lead now.
I'm telling you, all 5 of these guys that Prep has, and a whistle is going to be fouled on Parker. There's got 5 guys that have been staying here for like about, I think it's been about like a couple minutes now, like 3 minutes or so. And it's been sticking with those 5.
Yeah, and if it's not broke, don't fix it. That's why they're not subbing out yet. And it's only 2 minutes they'll have, so they can use halftime to kind of get ready again. But yeah, it's been the big so far for Prep. Not a lot of guard play.
Melissa gets the free throw. Now Michael Burt would be checking into the game.
Yeah, Trinell Parker going to the bench, but he gave Prep some good minutes, couple buckets, couple free throws, and a shot block too. So he did his thing.
We're back tied at 31. Now here's Knight. Working its side to Dylan. Now here's Jonan Clausen. Too strong. And the rebound goes to Templemeyer.
Still a good look.
To the around. Templemeyer. Back to Mick. Little swiftaroo. It's Carter Templemeyer. Too strong. A rebound off the rim goes to Jones. Now here's Knight.
Yeah, we saw Risho had those 2 early fouls. He has not gone in the game since then. Just kind of sitting on the bench, but.
And Clausen, tough basket one to get it going. A strong rebound by Michael Burt, and a foul is called. Michael Burt, telling you one thing, he's a strong man. He plays football, and he knows how to get the rebounds, and I think he drew the foul.
That big tight end using his big body to box out, and that's one thing Prep's been doing a good job of, is getting offensive rebound and boxing out, controlling the rebounding game.
Burt trickles it home. 1 point lead. And checking in is Connor Johnson in for number 12, Jang Dak. Burt looking to get them a 2 point lead with 1:11 left in the game, in the second half, excuse me. He gets it.
Yeah, Prep 33 points, and I think only 1 3-pointer has been made. So they've used their bigs and they've worked inside, used the mid-range, and they've got Lincoln East has 10 fouls, so they've been getting contact too.
Carter Johnson outside, Templemeyer. Now Mick, back to Templemeyer, back to Mick. He'll take a 3. A little too strong. The ball does not go out of bounds, and trying to jump around, and a foul is called. I think that was Christian Melissa trying to get the foul and trying to get the shot, but it'll get fouled. I think that's going to be on Jonan Clausen.
Yeah, a lot of fouls in this game. Refs are ready to blow their whistle off any contact that they see. So second half, you got to kind of adjust to that.
They've been pretty busy, to say the least.
Yeah.
Back in for East, number 13, Jang Dak.
47 seconds left until halftime, until you have the biggest call in your life.
Man. Yep. Everyone kind of crowding around, waiting for these 47 seconds to go by. So
some of the guys that are in the activity team and present team are getting set to go to work.
Yeah. Man, I can't tell you how nervous I am
I
right
know.
now how to call this one.
About a 12-second difference between the play and shot clock. Here's Jones, trying to use that as much as possible, I think. Here's Jones. I take that back. Jones will take the 3, won't go. Christian Melissa with the rebound.
Yeah, Lincoln East is kind of going to hold it, take the last shot of the half, maybe take the lead or go in with a tie game.
Shot clock turned off. And the ball goes to Jones. It's a turnover, and it goes right back to Templemeyer. To the inside, it's Jang Dak. He gets it to go. Yep. Jang Dak was just there, and it was just finding the wide open as 3 seconds left. Here's Carson Jones, 2 guys on him, and he won't get it to go, just misses. And that is the end of the first half. It's been a battle, to say the least, battle of the ages. Spartans and the Junior Jays, 35-33. Coming up is our halftime show and the second half. We will see you at the second half.
Joining us all the way from the North Pole. Mrs. Claus looks like she's throwing 30 bolts in the end of the football season. Oh. The present team is coached by Frosty the Snowman and the Christmas tree. Now the nativity team.
Hailing from Bethlehem, the reason paternity tests exist, Joseph the carpenter. Fresh off the most immaculate conception of all time, it's the Virgin Mary. And from the Jerusalem Synod chapter, the greatest place class of all time, the three wise men.
The nativity is coached by John the Baptist, St. Ignatius, and Moses, who are hoping to lead them to the promised land for the second time. And now it's time for tip-off. The nativity team wins the tip. Mary, bring it up the court.
And Mary scores for the first time in her career.
And the present team calls a timeout. Christmas tree not happy with the team performance.
What's that? It looks like somebody's a streaker. It's the teacher right there.
Oh, here comes the baker, absolutely up and down.
Ouch! The gingerbread man coming to a crumble cookie near you.
Clean up on center court. Janitor, please. The team's now looking to retake the court. And what is Mary doing?
Emery, I think her water just broke.
Oh no, looks like she's about to give birth. She's gonna need a place to stay. And it looks like the innkeeper is a true man for others and letting them stay in their stable.
But Emery, we still have a basketball game to play. We're gonna need another team.
Look at this. We might just have the one. Here comes Tiny Tim and the Naughty Team. It looks like the Naughty Team is entering the court. Thank you, Tiny Tim. And here is the roster.
Hailing from Mount Crumpet, I'm in touch with a 39.5-foot pole. It's the Rich. The most diabolical king in the history of mankind achieves his first stop. It's King Herod. From the caves of the North Pole, Mr. Murray's long-lost uncle, the abominable snowman. Almost as evil as the IRS, here to steal your money and ruin your Christmas. It's Ebenezer Scrooge. Last but not least, straight from the depths of hell, the bird of all evil is the one, the only, Satan. The evil team is coached by Jack Frost, evil twin, Scott Frost, and Santa's arch nemesis,
The Naughty Team bringing up the court. Oh, and it looks like Scrooge taking out some of his ball on the presents.
and the Grinch scores an easy bucket.
Now the presents will bring it up to the court. And they score. Oh, the Naughty Team looks enraged. They're taking out the presents one by one.
Unbelievable! The Grinch has banned the dudes and ruined Christmas. We're gonna need a Christmas miracle to save this game.
And what's this? It looks like the
back to the Hyder Center after a huge success on the halftime show and a huge success by Emery, who did the PA, and Mick. We are back in action here at the Hyder Center. Lincoln East ahead by 2, 35-33, as the second half is about ready to commence. It's been, to say the least, if you're a Junior J fan, you have to like how we have 33 points at the end of the first half compared to 12 that's ended the first half last night against Millard West.
And the most surprising thing, out of those 33 points, I believe only one three-pointer was made, which is the complete opposite of what we would expect coming into this game. We knew Prep wasn't shooting the ball very well. That continued tonight. But they've really looked inside, and it's been the play of the three bigs, both the Clausen brothers and Trinell Parker.
So it's been a good battle. We shall see it as the second half. It's going to be a good one, to say the least.
Yeah. Hopefully this game's going to be as eventful as that halftime show was.
Shout out to Jack Galoli, a.k.a. Baby Jesus, dunking on George Eakin, a.k.a. Satan. It's been, might be the best one.
Yeah, shout out Mrs. Smith, everyone who put that together, everyone who made the strip. That was fun to do and be a part of, and I'm sure it was fun to watch too. That's going to be you next year, Alex. You'll be in that Curses in the Cage.
I can just already feel the goosebumps, and that'll be happening 1 year from today. As here we go with the second half. All 5 starters are back in action. Here's Emmett Knight to start things off.
Yeah, we saw Joey Rachel sit basically the entire first half, so we'll see what he can do. Obviously, Cold sitting on the bench.
Here's Rachel, too strong. He wanted to get a good strong after being back. He won't get it.
He wanted to get in that game, the second half, right away with that shot.
I think he only has 1 3-pointer, but ever since he got the 2 fouls, he's been on the bench. Templemeyer. Now Connor Johnson, back to Templemeyer. He's been having an amazing first half, as here's the little good shot, and it goes through for Carter Mick.
Yeah, Carter Mick, the lefty with the left-handed floater on the baseline. Just easy find, great shot.
Here's Newbill. Back to Clausen. Now here's Knight. Back to Jones, and now over to Rieschel. Newbill now, going against Jared Townsley. Now back to Clausen at the top of the key. Here's Newbill, 7 on the shot clock. Clausen to the inside, no whistle, and he gets it to go. Dylan Clausen, he's been busy tonight. He's just been getting easy 2-pointers.
Yeah, and a great find by P.J. Newbill, just throwing it to him down in the middle inside the paint and letting Clausen go to work, which is what he did in that first half. Yeah, really, the guards for Creighton Prep were really quiet in that first half. We'll see what they can do with the second.
Melissa outside, Townsley. Carter Templemeyer. Now a 3-pointer on the way, off the mark, and here's Connor Johnson with an offensive rebound. Back to Templemeyer.
Yeah, one thing for Lincoln East is they shot the 3-ball very well in that first half.
3-pointer, Connor Johnson, too strong, rebound by Knight. So you got Emmett Knight, he doesn't have a basket tonight. He only has 2 baskets his entire year. Rieschel, back to Knight. Yeah, and as soon as I say that, oh my gosh. He wanted his 3rd basket of the year, but it just bounces out.
Yeah, Emmett Knight, and really this whole Prep team has kind of had a slow start, but we'll hope this game and Curses in the Cage can kind of get this team going.
Colton Mick. Carter Templemeyer, 3-pointer. Off the mark, ball bouncing around, and it goes back to that. That's my mistake earlier. Carter Templemeyer, to say the least. Nonetheless, here's Rieschel, 3-pointer. Man, just 3-pointers. Only 1 3-pointer has been made this entire game for the Junior Jays, and it's just been.
And that was Rieschel in the corner in the first half, and other than that, it's been slow.
As here we go to the inside, Christian Melissa, only 4 guys over, and a takeaway. Here's Rieschel, streaming down the court. Good takeaway, let's see if they can convert. With Jones and Knight, over to Clausen, jumping pass. Working against against Christian Melissa. And here's the pass, a good pass. It won't get the basket to go, and the rebound goes to Connor Johnson.
Yeah.
Clausen had that.
Yeah, Clausen just kind of short on that, but a great pick and roll. That's what was working. In that first half was the pick and roll with a guard and a big rolling to the basket.
Here's pass over to Mick. 3-pointer on the way. Jared Townsley off the mark. Rebound again to Clausen. Here's Knight.
Yeah, Prep, that first half, they used a weird lineup with 3 bigs and 2 guards, and the bigs really did their thing. So we'll see. Obviously, the starter's in right now, but we'll see if they go back to that lineup.
Yeah. They had Trinell Parker. They had Jonan Clausen.
Yeah.
As the foul will be called, won't get the N1, but Newbill will go to the line to shoot 2. Jared Townsend does not like that call.
Yeah, great job. PJ Newbill going to the basket, getting the call. Yeah, one thing about Newbill, he's going to take whatever shot's open for him, whether that's a 3 or that's an inside. He loves to work inside. You see him get to the line there, but he's got to get his confidence back. We saw against Grenna, he didn't really shoot the ball.
Yeah.
As actually, Trinell Parker will check in early.
Yep. Trinell Parker comes in for Carson Jones.
Yeah, Parker had that really good first half.
He had the dunk yeah. We saw the birdcage part, but after the dunk by Trinell Parker, it just backed up in amazement. They could not believe that. That got the crowd amped up.
Yeah, the crowd's going to be on your side, especially for this game where it's a very packed crowd.
Connor Hamilton, too short, rebound, good rebound, Christian Melissa, and gets the basket right back up.
Great job. Just do that 1-pound dribble and just putting it off the glass of the layup, but Lincoln East kind of slowing down on the 3 ball. They're shooting it, but it's not really falling for them, which was the complete opposite in the first half.
Clausen, now Rischel, working against Carter Templemeyer. These C names got me mixed up, to say the least. Here's Trinell Parker over to Dylan Clausen. It doesn't go up, but instead it will be a 2 points for Clausen.
I just looked, and it's 8 people that start with the C on the Lincoln East team. It's
oh my gosh.
8 C's.
They got me really
3
mixed
Carters.
up.
Yeah.
Carter Toomey, Carter Templemeyer, and Carter Mick. Here's the 3-pointer. It goes right down the basket. Connor Hamilton.
Well, we've said that name a lot.
He's really come to shine, as plenty of guys have. Knight inside to Clausen. Here's Newbill for 3. Off the mark again. Parker tipping up, rebound, goes back to Newbill. Trying to work his way inside, working against Townsley. Ball goes up, and oh my gosh, what is it doing? And it goes back into Christian Melissa's hands. Ball just went up into the air. Just
not the
went
best
back
shot
up.
by Newbill, but
Templemeyer short on the board, and a good play by Connor Hamilton. It just gets the ball, it spikes it right over to Trinell Parker. It goes out of bounds, it'll stay with the Spartans.
Emmett Knight and Newbill will go out for Tolliver, and Jones will check in. So Newbill he had the first couple points, and then he had those free throws, but see if you can get him going. Same thing with your other starters. They haven't really done anything besides Dylan Clausen.
Hamilton inside Jared Townsley, trying to work his way outside over Parker, won't get anything, and he falls on the ground now, and here comes Tolliver.
Great defense by Trinell Parker using his length.
Tolliver outside Jones. Some of the guys on the bench really wanted that 3, didn't get it. Now Rischel over the Jones, top of the key. Now Clausen trying to work his way around, and I think, oh my gosh, Lukey wants a foul, won't get it. Ball rolling around, and it is back to the Spartans.
Yeah, Lukey upset for the right reason, I believe.
I think they might have got away with a foul.
Yeah.
Templemeyer inside the arc, 2, won't get it. Rebound to Parker.
Well, speaking of fouls, it's only 1 foul now for Lincoln East, but in that first half, I believe both teams had 10
a lot
each.
of whistles.
So maybe refs kind of laying off a little bit, letting them play a little more, because there was a lot of fouls, a lot of stoppage of play. So
they had Prep had 7 fouls in the first quarter alone.
Yeah.
So now taking it easy. The quarter's been going a lot faster, I think, too.
Yeah. It's because the whistle's been blown a lot less.
Yeah. Parker, 2 guys on him.
Great
and
shot.
A turnover. Here's Carter Templemeyer. Now into the inside, and a good layup by Carter Mick.
It's a great trap on the baseline right there against Trinell Parker, and then a great transition play. Lincoln East now with the lead.
Rischel go ahead 3 off the mark. Rebound over to Templemeyer. Now here's Tolliver with this takeaway. Some of the Lincoln East fans really want to travel. Now here's Tolliver, Marquise to the outside, Jones.
1 minute remaining in the quarter.
Yeah, one thing about Prep is they got to just control the tempo. That was one of my keys for the game. That's what they did on that with the steal. Just get the best shot you can.
Here's Clausen, and a whistle is blown on the floor. I think 3 guys were on Dylan Clausen, so it's just this will just get called.
Here comes that big man trio that we saw score a lot of the points for in the first half, particularly the second quarter, with the two Clausen brothers and Ternell Parker. So I don't think Lincoln East expected to go against that.
Yeah.
They obviously expected the three-point shooting of Prep, but
Here's Jonan Clausen over to Tolliver. Over to Jones, back to Clausen.
yeah, you see you got two guys down low.
Here's Jones, far corner three. Again off the mark, and the ball bouncing it around goes to Carter Mick. Trying to see what they can do as they're up by 5. Templemeyer. Outside to Hamilton.
Yeah, Lukey going with the 3 big guys just so they can get something inside, because the 3 ball, only 1 3-pointer in the first 3 quarters of the game. So it's been very slow for Prep, shooting wise.
Hamilton, 3-pointer, it goes! Connor Hamilton gets a clutch basket to end the third quarter, up by 8, Lincoln East is. And that's just really clutch, and these Lincoln East fans have come alive.
Yeah, we obviously talked about, we're going to talk about Mick and Templemeyer, but Hamilton doing his thing, especially in the second half with that 3 ball, 2 threes in that third quarter. So you obviously got to stop those 2 guys with Mick and Templemeyer, but you can't let the role players go in and do their thing. And yeah, Prep, again, just the 3-pointer is not working for him. And so Lukey brings in these 3 guys. They're playing 2 guys down low. Maybe, kick out, but yeah, the shooting for Prep-wise has not been there at all.
Looking from down here, Lukey down in the huddle, he's like really like being down 8 with 3 down and 1 to go. So
yeah, Prep's really got to get some momentum plays in this last quarter, and fans are going to be on the Prep side, obviously.
Yeah.
So if they can get some tempo, get some momentum, and like I said, control the tempo. Don't force a 3. Don't force a bad shot. If you're in transition and it's a 3-on-1 and you're the only guy with the ball, just take it out. Let the shot clock come in. You got 35 seconds as a shot clock, so just get the best look that you can, even though you're down 8.
Yeah.
You still got time. You got a full quarter to come back.
You sure do. It's kind of what it was for Millard when they played Millard West last night. They were down by 6 at half. They were down by a good chunk of the game, but it's been all-out good brawl last night, but trying to do it here against Lincoln East, ranked number 4.
Yeah, and we know that Prep loves to come alive in this fourth quarter, so we'll see what they can do. Looks like
from the inbound of Townsley, here's Connor Hamilton. Templemeyer, he's been laser sharp tonight. They go back to him, working against Jones. Now Connor Hamilton, back to Carter Mick.
Looks like Prep's in a 1-2-2 zone defense, switching from man.
3-pointer, splash! Connor Hamilton gets it to go. It's an 11-point lead for the Spartans.
He is on fire in this second half.
2 straight threes, one before the third quarter ended, and now to 1 to start the fourth quarter.
And he's getting to his spot. All 3 threes have been from that wing, kind of top of the key area. You got to stop that. Prep went to his zone, I believe, what it looked like at least. But
Tolliver outside, Jonan Clausen. Back to the outside, Tolliver. Spin move. Trying to draw the foul, and he gets the and 1. Good basket. Marquise Tolliver. I don't know how that went in, but I think from what I've seen last night and all throughout the season, he knows how to draw fouls.
Yeah, he's very physical. That's what you want in a guard, too.
Yeah. Tolliver, he tore his ACL last year, which kept him out of JV to possibly varsity basketball last year. And here he is off the bench. He's been coming up clutch, to say the least, especially last night.
Yeah, put up 16 points last night, and he's doing this thing right here at the line. A balloon just popped, I think.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm hoping that was a balloon that just popped.
Everybody woke up on the birdcage and just looked down like, what? Everybody up here is like, what was that? Nonetheless, good job by Tolliver to get the basket to go. As here's Carter Mick outside to Carter Templemeyer. Back to Carter Mick. Carter this, Carter that. Trying to work his way around. Carter Templemeyer working against Newbill. 6:45 to go. Christian Melissa. Jared Townsley. Templemeyer one-on-one with Newbill and gets the basket to go. Man, oh man, he's just does it again.
Yeah, good defense by Newbill, but it's a tough shot and a good finish. Right there is Lincoln East. If Prep's looking to come back, Lincoln East is just still. They're right there.
Rischel.
Looks like East is in a 2-3 zone too.
Yeah. Rischel out to Tolliver. Won't take the 3 and gets the easy 2. Oh, it just right out, but Newbill there to put it right back up. And the ball deflected, goes back to Christian Melissa.
Yeah, Prep going back to this man-to-man press. They went in a 1-2-2 zone, but now I think back man-to-man as they get their starters in.
And a foul, and an and one. Rischel tried drawing a foul, it's just didn't get it to go.
Yeah, Prep playing a lot less sloppy in the second half. Both teams actually playing a lot less sloppy foul-wise, but
I think that's Teddy Peterson, a.k.a. one of the Shepherds, to distract him as the offensive rebound from the three-pointer and a basket. Oh my goodness, it's good. Connor Hamilton coming up clutch after a missed free throw, rebound offensively, and an easy three-pointer.
He is on fire right now in the second half.
Clausen, outside Jones. Near corner 3, it goes, and an easy response. Back to a 10-point game.
That's what you need if you're Creighton Prep. That kind of gives them some life. Now down 10s, but still, they got to stop this 3.
Connor Hamilton.
Yeah, Hamilton has just been on fire. 4 threes in the second half.
He's been laser sharp. Carter Mick. There's Townsley. Working against Jones, and an offensive foul. Jones getting in there to draw the foul. Great play. Ball goes to the Jays.
Good job right there, just sacrificing your body, putting your body on the line, and getting the foul. So Prep can now narrow it down to 1 digit instead of double digit. But they got to get something going, and they got to stop Lincoln East. It's going to start with 1 defensive stop. You get a defensive stop, and you get an offensive play, and then just vice versa.
Inside the Newbill to start things off. Out to Jones. Will he get another one? He will! Carson Jones. Man, oh man, it's back to a 7-point game with 4:53 to go. Jones coming up clutch with 2 easy threes. Now out to Templemeyer. Here's Mick. Oh, a swat! And the ball's going to the Junior Jays. A swatted ball by Dylan Clausen. It goes right back to the Jays.
Right on cue. You get an offensive play, you get a defensive play, and now the ball going back to the offense. And Lincoln East in the 2-3 zone, so you put a guy in the middle. Now I think they're going back to man, but we're in the 2-3 zone, so you got PJ Newbill in the middle. Kick out right there. Great 3 by Jones.
Lincoln East was up as much as 13 here in the second quarter. Now they cut the lead to 7. Rischel, 2 guys on him. Over to Clausen. And off the backboard, no good. Ball bouncing around, and a foul will be called. And they're going to call it on Clausen.
Yeah, Clausen trying to get his own rebound.
Oh, man. Not sure about that one, but Birdcage does not like it. Lincoln East does. Inbound, Connor Hamilton. Over to Templemeyer. Oh, man. Outside, going around. Melissa, now Connor Hamilton. And a turnover, Newbill.
Great defense right there, trapping them on the baseline, and just an easy turnover. Now we'll see what they can do on offense.
Newbill driving inside, and doesn't get the basket to go. Clausen's back up there, and trickles it back home. It's a 5-point game. Clausen, man, oh man, he's the guy that's been coming up clutch.
Yeah, Luke, he's telling him now, just get back. Timeout call, but great job, great second chance shot by Clausen. Prep has really controlled the offensive boards, and it's been Dylan Clausen down there.
So it's been an entertaining game. If you, please, we'll step aside, but do not go anywhere. It's just been an amazing game. We'll step aside. welcome back to the Hyder Center. It's been a very entertaining fourth quarter.
Yeah, Prep, they were down 13. The shooters for Lincoln East were shooting, now narrowing it down to 5. So
yeah, it's just been an awesome game. Dylan Clausen, he has 18 points.
yeah,
he's been on fire.
and he's been controlling. He's been playing like a big too, controlling the boards, blocking shots.
Another people on fire is this Lincoln East offense as well. They've really
Especially
stepped
Hamilton,
up.
yeah.
Connor Hamilton with 4 3-pointers in this second half.
Now 5 seconds on the clock too.
And a 3-pointer launch. Oh, it rattles in.
Wow.
He just hoists that ball up and it just gets it to go. Down 8 now, Rischel.
Yeah, Lincoln East has really come alive with a
Yeah.
3-point shot in this second half.
Now Knight. Rischel, 3-pointer on the way. It goes! Exchanging blows here at the Hyder Center. Prep and Lincoln East. We're in an instant classic to say the least.
Well, 1-3 in the first 3 quarters for Prep, and
Yeah.
now in this fourth quarter, you've had Jones and Rischel just lighting it up. It's been a 3-point show for both teams in this fourth quarter.
Carter Mick, under 3 minutes. Mick to the outside, spinning his way around and won't get the basket to go, and the ball will stay. No, it'll go to the Junior Jays. I thought it was going to go to the Spartans at first, but the ball will belong to Prep.
Yeah, here come the starters now all in. This is their
It's
time
go
to shine
time.
right here. Yeah.
It's go time.
You're a starter for this reason right here. Crunch time. Your team's down. What can you do to help your team?
New Bill. Now Clausen. Rischel. Over to Clausen, and I think they're going to draw the foul. I think it's going to be on Connor Hamilton.
Great job by Rischel looking down low, seeing Clausen, got a body on him, and then just called for the foul.
Excuse me, that's going to be on Carter Mick for the foul. Nonetheless, it'll be a inbound to try to get this game to a 3-point or 2-point game. And I think Clausen's going to have to come out and
He's maybe bleeding or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, Prep's going to have to
They're
call a
gonna-
timeout. Yeah, hopefully, looks like it might just be some blood
Yeah,
for
I
Clausen.
guess. But it's
Yeah,
for this
Clausen's-
next. This,
go ahead.
go ahead.
I was gonna
It's
say,
all right.
Clausen's been playing. He's been playing very well. All 4 quarters, he's been doing his thing, rebounding, blocking, working inside, in the post too, and also Trinell Parker. He had his thing in the second quarter. So it's been the bigs, and then this fourth quarter, it's been Jones and Rischel from the 3-point, which is what we expected for them to do their thing from the 3-point line. But yeah.
Well, this next 2 minutes and 22 seconds will be a very fun one.
Yeah.
The last few Christmas in the cages, it's been, last year was pretty much a blowout on against Lincoln Southwest. But 2020, I don't know who we were playing against, but that was a Christmas in the cardboard cage. That was because of COVID. And 2019 was probably a most famous one of all against Lincoln North Star. They hit a buzzer beater to tie the game, and they went into overtime and Prep took the dub. So it's been a fun game to say the least. With sold out house,
Last
full
year,
lure cage, everything.
Yeah, last year Prep won by 30 points. This year they're down by 5 with 2 minutes left to go. So obviously different teams and obviously different opponents too. But this is where it matters right here. Fourth quarter, these guys are all tired.
Yeah.
As Trinell Parker will actually come in for Clausen, might still be working on him, or
I guess.
not 100% sure.
2:22 left. It's Newville to inbound. Over to Knight. Back to Jones.
Prep's got time to get a good look.
Newville working against Templemeyer. Back to Knight, circling around the court. Rischel inside. It's Parker working against. They're gonna call a. I don't know what they will call. Nonetheless, Dylan Clausen's gonna be coming back in for Parker.
Call the foul on the floor. Parker, I think, got poked in the eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, Prep's really looked inside. They've obviously gotten their looks, but all their looks have been off catch and shoots or screens. So.
And the ball, ball's down on the ground. It goes to Clausen, and a timeout will be called by Coach Lutke.
Smart timeout.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't want to use one of your timeouts in that situation right there, but it's a good job just reset instead of having a turnover where Lincoln East is going the other way. But yeah, Prep's really they've slowed down on the fouls, which is they started off 7 fouls in the first quarter, and now only 2 fouls just in the second half. So they've cleaned it up. Now they find themselves down 5. So and the 3-point shot has come alive for them too. So they can still utilize that, but obviously inside game has worked for them really well, especially with number 0 Dylan Clausen.
Yeah. So it's been a Christmas in the cage is going down to the wire.
Yeah. I might be more nervous for this than I was for Christmas in the cage.
That's right. It's like, holy cow. It's just
Prep's had some very, very close games last couple games.
They've snuck one out against Millard West. They've had a nail-biter against Lincoln North Star and Gretna, just falling short to them.
Yeah.
So all their games pretty much have been pretty close as well, other than the Lincoln Pius game where they won by, I think, 12 at that game. Because here's the inbound tonight, under 2 minutes. Newbill. Outside, Jones will take the 3. It goes! Back to a 2-point game. Jones, oh man, 3 3-pointers has been coming up clutch.
Now they got to get back on defense, get their man.
Yep.
That's what they do right there. Great job by Prep.
Trying to use as much time as possible. Templemeyer. Outside Townsley. Now he goes back to the inside and gets the easy basket to go. It's back to a 2-point game.
Yeah, nothing you can do with that mismatch down low. Newbell, good job just getting his hands up, but using that size to his advantage.
Here's Knight. Back to Clausen. And gets the basket to go. He has 20 points tonight.
Dylan Clausen is playing like a true big down there on the block.
As here's Carter Templemeyer, and no whistle. Ball goes out, and it'll be a ball, loose ball. Oh my gosh, hello chaos. And it's out of bounds to the Spartans.
That was.
Oh my gosh. Ball was going everywhere. And the Jays do not like where that ball was going, but I think Emma Knight touched the ball right before it went out of bounds.
Good hustle right there. Great defense too by Rishel. Getting his hands up and instead of swatting down. So refs are going to call it anytime you swat down at the ball. If you keep your hands up and you stay straight up, most of the time they won't call it. You can even bump into him a little bit. You just got to keep straight up. So great defense and then just unable to get the ball on the loose ball. Those are always tough when you chase after the ball, but just unable.
Yeah, it's just, oh man. It's everybody in this room is really just sweating.
And we talked about Prep only putting up 48 points. Now at 60 points.
They hit their 60-point mark.
They ended the half with, what, 33, I believe? So, yeah, we expected Lincoln East, who averages 61 points a game. So, in order for Prep to keep up with Lincoln East, they either need to score 60-plus points or they need to, play defense and put up 48, which is what they usually do. And we've seen it's been a very offensive game so far, but, yeah, Prep is the highest points they've scored all year.
Yeah.
Only down 2.
Here we go. Under a minute. Connor Hamilton now outside to Melissa.
Watch the 3 ball from Lincoln East too. They're gonna look for it.
Carter Mick. Yeah, Prep has fouls to give if they have to result to that. Templemeyer working inside, ball's loose, and a foul is called. The Birdcage cannot believe that.
I don't know if I like that call either. I think Edmund Knight was just kind of running with him. But
it's been.
Yeah, now.
We thought at first the refs were kind of laying off on their whistles, but now they've been really.
Now they're blowing the whistles again. So.
As the ball goes, nearly a foul by Rishol. Defense trying to play, and a foul is called. It'll be Knight.
Prep got a foul now. No more shot clock because of the foul. So just got to hope they can miss the free throws. And Prep does have fouls to give.
Yeah.
Which is big for Lincoln East because you can waste more time.
So
Knight will check out for Tolliver.
Prep has 3 more fouls to give to send Lincoln East to the line. Here's Hamilton, a whistle, and a foul's called.
Foul is on Prep's number 4, PJ Newbill's second personal.
Foul's called on Newbill, number 5.
Yeah, this is where if you're Prep, you would want to have those fouls just so you don't got to waste clock, so you can get them to the line, get the ball faster. But don't let them dribble out. Just
As the wide open is Mick, and you got a foul, and they do with 16.8 to go.
yeah, 5 seconds just ran off the clock right there. So now Prep with less time and still need to get another foul for Lincoln East to go to the line with a chance for a 1-1-1.
Timeout Prep. Full timeout.
And a timeout is called by Prep.
Now
They'll
only,
talk things over.
yeah, Prep I think with only 1 timeout left, so which is kind of big too, because there's if you got a loose ball on the ground or you need a timeout to advance the ball, you only got 1 more timeout left. So you got to use that last timeout wisely. Yeah, it's been a good game, high scoring. Prep coming alive from the 3 ball in the second half, especially with Carson Jones and Rischel.
Yeah, just good games by guys like Clausen and Carson Jones. It's been a lot. Just can it be enough to get the W? It's kind of, as of right now, it's kind of sinking. So.
Yeah, Dylan Clausen, 20 points on the night, and he's been blocking shots, getting boards. He's really been he's been doing a great job. He's giving Prep momentum. And that first half, it was the 3 bigs, the Clausen brothers and Trinell Parker. And then this second half, it's been Rischel and Jones who've been kind of finding their rhythm and getting their shot. Jones hit 3 in a row. Rischel hit two in a row. So, yeah, Prep, they got a foul right away. Go for the steal, but still.
It's been a chaotic game, and they're hoping, Lincoln East is hoping to spoil the Christmas in the Cage here in the Hyder Center. And Mick to inbound, and the whistle, that's going to send Connor, I think that's
Hamilton, I think.
Yeah, Connor Hamilton to the line.
Yeah, one thing for Prep, if they lose here, they'll be at 3-3. We know the football team started off at 1-3 and kind of picked back up in the season, so maybe it could be the same for the basketball team.
He missed the. Prep could take the lead with a 3. Here's
get a
Tolliver.
good shot. Don't force anything.
And a timeout by Lutke.
I like this too. You get 10 seconds to drop a play. You can run a play that Lutke is going to draw up, but
either at this point you have a decision to make if you're Coach Lukey. Either give it to a big man like Clausen to hit the easy layup and go to overtime, or go to guys like Rischel or Carson Jones.
Yeah.
Maybe even get a clutch 3 and try to win this game.
Yeah, exactly. Do you go for potentially easy shot with a layup, or do you want to take the lead and get Rischel and Jones and trust your shooters to get the 3? But we know it's going to be some screens set for Rischel and Jones. And Dylan Clausen too. They might run a pick and roll with him, get him down low on the block, maybe get a foul down low.
Yeah.
So they want that matchup with Clausen down low. I think they're going to look for that first, and then they'll take the 3 because they're only down 2. You want to, you don't want to take a bad 3 and then you got to foul again. You want to get the best look possible, and then maybe send it to overtime and play a whole nother 5 minutes. So we'll see what Prep does here. We'll see what Lukey does. As another balloon was popped.
Oh my gosh. What is with this night and balloons popping? Are they selling them at the J Mart?
Might be for probably $10 a balloon.
Oh man. Well, 10.3.
Yeah, everybody on their feet in the bird cage.
The bird cage at least. It's just a prayer needs to be answered for the Junior Jays. 10.3 left.
Yeah, no timeouts either for Prep too.
And timeout Lincoln East.
Obviously, you want to look Rischel and Jones. You want to guard them, but Dylan Clausen has had 20 points, and he's been having his way down inside in the paint. So it's going to be interesting to see what Prep draws up here. But
so
they're obviously going to get more than one shot, one look.
Yeah.
Probably going to go to Rischel for 3, or maybe Clausen down low. And they bring Newbill and Tolliver in, who are very good at passing the ball and finding the open guy. And also, if they can get back on defense too. They're great defenders, so we'll just see what Prep does. Lukey drawing up something.
Yeah, and as for Lincoln East, they're probably trying to draw up something on defense
Yeah.
as well. So both teams taking this time to their advantage, trying to see what they can do to Lincoln East trying to stun the bird cage and head home with a win, and Prep looking for to end this game with a 3 or send it to overtime, you name it.
Yeah, and one thing for Lincoln East is if they're in man-to-man and there's going to be a lot of screen set, you got to make sure you communicate and say, hey, switch, or hey, I got him, try to fight through the screen, but you don't want to foul too, because if you foul, Prep's going to go to the line with a chance at a 1-and-1, so you just got to watch out.
It's going to be Newville to inbound it. 10 seconds left. Inbound, Clausen. Outside to Jones. 7 seconds. Rischel trying to work his way around. Three-pointer, Rischel, deep three. Too strong. Rebound, Templemeyer. And with 0.8 seconds left, the Lincoln East Spartans are going to take over a shot. Just off the mark by Rischel.
That's just unfortunate. To be put in that situation for Rischel, obviously it's a tough shot because you make it, you're the hero, and you miss it, you're going to get some backlash for it. But we knew Rischel was going to get that look. 0.8 seconds left.
Yeah. Shot off the mark, and that's the ball game. The Lincoln East Spartans have come into the Hyder Center to knock off the Junior Jays at Christmas in the Cage. Creighton Prep will drop to 3-3, and number 4 Lincoln East will go up to 5-1. It's a hard-fought game, and it's just painful to see one of these teams lose.
Especially on Christmas in the Cage too.
Yeah.
Just great game though. Both sides. Prep, this is one of the best scoring performances they've had.
Yeah.
Obviously the 3 wasn't working for them, but that first half was just simply their big guys working inside and getting those 2s. And then we kind of saw the 3-ball work for them in that fourth quarter. But yeah, just unfortunate for Prep. Still a great game, though.
Still a great game. It's unfortunate when one of them had to lose, as we've had a fun night here, a fun halftime show. Great call on Emery to. Okay, what is with these balloons popping? I don't know if this audio is catching up, but anyway. Well, it's been a fun night. Good halftime show. Great game. It's just unfortunate that Prep had to lose this one. Emery, any final thoughts before we sign off?
Just. Great win by Lincoln East after they could have been, 6-0? They could have been 6-0, but just a great win. And Prep 3-3 now at 500. Probably will drop out the top 10.
Yeah.
But they're just trying to find their identity. Obviously, the 2 stars were Junkers and Evans last season, and they've just been kind of trying to find, obviously, returning stars with Rischel and Newville, but still just trying to find their rhythm.
Yeah. Well, that concludes the presentation here from the Hyder Center. Lincoln East will take down the Junior Jays 62-60 here at Christmas in the Cage. Alongside Emery Evans, I'm Alex TJ, and all of our crew, Matt Raskerchek, Mike Knockenhauer, Cameron Newton, JT Molnark. From all of us here, we say good night and happy holidays, and we'll see you for the Metro Holiday Tournament.